Being broke, then it's staying on sick, right? Do it for my folk trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, then you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night.
What's up, folks? My name is Phil Thompson, and I'm here to give you a crazy, wacky idea of how to save. Now, I was at my job, just like everybody else was, and I'm thinking, dang, every time I get my paycheck, I'm always paying my bills, and I never have enough for myself to save or to do this, do that, or be one of those people who say, you know what, I'm always end up spending a lot of my money every time I get it. So, I came up with this crazy way, and it's called the Blue Band Challenge. Now, what do you mean by the Blue Band Challenge? What the heck is the Blue Band Challenge? Well, I don't know if you guys ever seen one of these before. So basically, what I did, I went to the bank and asked for $100 in singles, and they gave me this. Bill straps, or currency straps, that's what they're called. I was working at Pinkberry, and my boss sent me, we needed singles for the cash register. So he'll give me $100 out of the cash register and send me down to Citibank to get $100 in singles. And this is what they normally give me every time I went to go pick up the $100 bills. There's different color bands that are out there. You have blue, red, yellow, violet, brown, and mustard. So a blue band, which is this, blue bands are 100 of $1 bills. So there's $100 bills, 100 of $1 bills in this strap. Blue bands are 100 of $1 bills. Red bands are 100 of $5 bills. That's $500. Yellow bands are 100 of $10 bills. That's $1,000. Violet bands are 100 of $20 bills. But what we're trying to get to is mustard. Now, mustard strap, now I know you see it with Floyd Mayweather, every time he's flashing his cash, and, that's essentially where the bands that you're trying to get. Or a bunch of big ballers when they go to the strip club and they, you see a mustard band, that's 100 $100 bills in one strap. Pretty cool, right? It gets even better. Stick with me now. The aim of the game is to work your way up from these blue bands to a mustard band. Now, it may seem hard, it may seem like it's gonna take forever, but that's the whole point of the game. It's called a challenge for a reason. Blue Band Challenge. Don't forget that. The aim of the game is to get 100, to get from blue bands to mustard bands. And it is possible. Here's how you're gonna do it. Here's the rules to the game that you cannot break. It's one simple rule. One simple rule. We never break the bands. I know once you get it, you want to pop bands and, whatever. No, we don't break bands. We never ever break bands unless it's dire emergency. That's why it's because it's called a savings. So now this savings that you're doing, which you're constantly, saving, it could be for emergency fund, savings for a house one day, or it could be savings, for big time shopping. Whatever the saving is, this is I want to save because I have things and goals that I want to do with my money. So, okay, back to the game. So, the aim of the game is that every time you get a paycheck, you go to your teller and exchange $100 or withdraw $100. But when you do that, you withdraw it like this. Now, I know some banks, they don't have the strap, they don't want to give you the strap, whatever, but always ask for the strap. I know Chase been good with me every time I ask for $100 bills in singles. They always give me this blue strap. So you may have Bank of America, you may have this bank, TD Bank, whatever. But always make sure you get your straps. You never want to break your straps. Sometimes it might give you a rubber band, which is fine, but it may cause you to want to pull out of the rubber band. With this, it's sealed. So once you break it, it's like, okay. So never ever break your band and never try to pull out money out of it. Don't do that. You don't want to cheat. Now, if I know some people get paid weekly and bi-weekly. If you get paid bi-weekly, you take $100. If you're Christian, of course you pay your tithes first, which is most important. But whenever you get your paycheck, you go to the teller, withdraw it in these blue bands. Next thing you want to do is, if you get paid weekly and you don't want to and you feel like it's kind of overstretching your boundaries, what you can do is you get $50 out of that check. You hold it until next week, and you couple it together to get your blue band, your first blue band. You can wait bi-weekly if you want to. If you do get paid weekly, you can wait bi-weekly and just pull it from that bi-weekly, that second and fourth check that you receive, or your first and third. Doesn't matter, but make sure that every month you should be stacking 2 of these every single month. That's the aim of the game. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to stack 10 of these. So for some people, it may take 1 month. That's good. But some people, it may take 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9, 10 months. But you want to get 10 of these together. Why? Because we're moving up a different color strap. There's 3 straps that I really want you guys to focus on: blue to yellow to mustard. So once you get your yellow band, then you gotta put that to the side, and you gotta start all over with the blue bands. Why are we doing that? Because eventually you're stacking again. Now you have, once you get to 10 blue bands, you exchange it again for another yellow band. Okay, so now you have 2 yellow bands. You're still not done yet. The whole point is you want to get to a mustard band. In order to get a mustard band, you need at least 10 yellow bands. So we're moving in increments of 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10 blue bands gets you a yellow band. 10 yellow bands gets you a mustard band. And once you get that mustard band, you continue to keep going and see how much mustard bands you could get. Hopefully, one day you're able to get 10 mustard bands. That's $100,000. And I believe it's possible. And it just takes time, due diligence, and it takes, effort. And I believe that you can work a habit that way. So, make it a habit to pay yourself first. I read books from Robert Kiyosaki. I read books like The Richest Man in Babylon. And everybody keeps saying, pay yourself first. Like I said, if you're a Christian, you pay your tithes first. So that means you have to take out, 10%. 10%. 10% of $1,000 is $100. 10% of $100 is $10. So if you make $100 that week, take $10 out and you're giving it to God. That's 10%. That's not that much. So you create habits like that. For me, I created a habit of tithing, because number 1, I love God, and number 2, it's crazy how I can take that much out, a small portion of my money out, and give it to God, but I can't give it to myself. I'm always paying my bills first, gotta pay this, gotta pay that, just that, but I'm never paying myself. So I feel like it's kind of important for us, to start paying ourselves first before we pay our bills, because I don't think we'll ever be able to save if we constantly give our money slaving. It's like we're slaving for our bills. You're slaving for your car note. You're slaving for insurance. You're slaving for everybody else but yourself. So it's one of the things I came up with, and that's the Blue Band Challenge. So like I said, we never break bands. In this challenge, we do not break bands. Let's create a habit of saving, of paying ourselves first. And this is one of the ways I feel like it may work. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted and updated on where, when I get my first yellow band, I'm gonna share a video. So tell me what you feel, how you feel about it. Write down your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to share it to everybody, because it may be able to help somebody out into saving. So share, comment, share again. This is your boy. I'll see you around when I get the yellow band, and I'll see you around again when I get my first mustard band. Oh yeah, and one more thing, guys. Let's not cheat. Let's take it one step at a time. Take your time. I mean, if you can save more, if you get your bands faster that way, by asking for $500 out from your bank or teller, go for it, man. If whatever is gonna get you to go for that yellow band and go for that mustard band, go for it. I'm all for it. But let's not hop steps, too quickly. Let's take our time, and do it the right way. And another thing is, some banks, I should have told you in the beginning, some banks would like anything. Well, I know for Chase that you have to call them in advance so they can prepare the money for you before you get there. So uh, they told me that anything over $300 in singles, I have to call in advance to get it prepared. I don't know about the yellow band. I haven't reached it yet, so I, uh, when I get there, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's good to call the bank ahead of time before you get there, because they might not have enough singles there prepared for you, and they do have to count it too, so you have to give them time to count it. So call them in advance, and it'll be ready by the time you get there. Just like I said, if they ask if it's just a business, to say you can tell them it's okay to tell them no. It's just how I like to save, or you know. And the funny thing the funny thing is, when I had one Blue Bands, my registration was up and I didn't want to get another ticket, so I ended up having to use it, and I brought $200 of singles to the DMV, and the lady's looking at me like, you're kind of crazy. I was like, yeah, I know, and it's a lot for you to count right now, but this is one of the ways I save. She's like, you know what? That's good. Maybe I need to save too. That way, that might be a good idea to save. So, hopefully, this helps somebody out to how to save. And like I said, comment, share, and comment, share, comment, and continue. All right, see you later, guys.